What is up, YouTube? My name is Eben, and today I am bringing you the updated version of Mega Gallade. It's the deck we did last week. I played it a little bit. The performance was okay, but I thought it could be better. And so, testing and retesting, and when you find something that doesn't work as well as it should, changing it so that it works better. That's a lot of what we do when we play this game. Is we're trying to get better. We're trying to learn and improve. So we're going to go through the lineup a little bit faster. We've got 3 Mega Gallades still, and we've got 3 Gallade EX. And this is our big guy who's supposed to be doing the main part of our damage. And we combine him with the bats. But this time we're running a 4-4 line of our bats, or rather a 4-4-4. So we've got 4 Crobats, we've got 4 Golbats, and we have 4 Zubats. And in playtesting this, I think it worked a lot better, a lot more consistently. I was a little concerned about having so many Pokemon, but it seems to have actually worked out pretty well despite that. We do have one more Pokemon, and that is 1 copy of Shaymin EX, so that we can use that as a draw option and something we can search for and whatnot. Our supporter lineup is pretty slim too, and it's pretty straightforward. We have 4 Junipers, or Sycamores, whatever. We have 4 Shaunas. You can go with Birch's Observations, of course, but as you probably know by now, I prefer Shauna. I've also opted for this card, 1 copy of Trevor. He's kind of not necessarily what you think of right away when you think of good supporters, especially for decks like this, but I like the ability to Versus Seeker to search for Pokemon. And in this deck, getting the right Pokemon can be pretty important. So getting the right Pokemon at the right time. This one helps assure that. You can get any one of the bats, you can get your Mega or your regular Gallade EX, just whatever. But it's only 1 copy, so it's not really going to get in our way either. So if we don't need Pokemon, which usually we can always search for a bat if nothing else, but if we don't need them, yeah, we can just discard him to a Juniper or an Ultra Ball or whatever, and it's not going to be a problem. There's just the one. We also have 1 copy of Lysander for obvious reasons. This can get us great targets for our Mega Gallade to hit. And our last supporter is 1 copy of AZ, or Az, depending on how you say it. I don't know how you say it, but either one of those. Another great Versus Seeker target in this deck. In fact, the last 3 supporters in this deck are just all great Versus Seeker targets. Now, to speed it up, we had some options. I ended up opting for roller skates, because essentially when you do the math, it's essentially 1.5 cards each, which is a little better than Acrobike, and there's not a lot we want to send to our discard pile in this deck, especially. So rather than kind of take that pain from Acrobike, I just kind of figured roller skates would be better, and we can play them out, and it works well with Shaymin, even if we miss them. So it's not a big deal. It helps us kind of get through our deck quickly, and that's what we want. We're still opting for 2 Ultra Balls. These are obviously for getting your bats and your Mega Gallade set up quickly. We don't really need more necessarily because we have lots of ways to draw, but I like having the 2 as targets. We also have 1 Professor Sutter because our energy count is a little on the low side, so we definitely want to have access to our energy when we need them for our Mega Gallade, who ideally will need 2 Psychic Energy, and that's it. We have 1 Sacred Ash in case we have to burn off a lot of our bats or something happens, or one of our Pokemon gets knocked out quickly, or we prize a bunch of the wrong thing. All these situations can be handled pretty well by Sacred Ash. And in a way, getting one of your bats knocked out, this can actually recycle it and actually turn it into more damage for you by putting it back into your deck to draw again. So, pretty useful card there. We've got 2 Gallade Spirit Links. We should draw well enough to hit at least one of these, and even if one gets prized, we probably won't prize both. But, if all else fails, we can Mega Evolve without a Spirit Link too if we absolutely have to. Obviously, it's not ideal, but we can go a turn without attacking because we're playing bats anyway, so it's not a big deal. The Mega Gallade's more of a finisher than anything else. We're still opting for our 4 Super Scoop Ups, just to get our Crobats back, and occasionally, of course, you can also pick up things like your Shaymin EX or even your Mega Gallade, kind of get them out of trouble and replay them afterwards, so never a bad card, never a bad card. We've opted for 3 Versus Seekers. You could arguably run 4, but I've just opted for 3. We got enough draw power and whatnot. I don't think we're going to need too much, and they're not always that great in the early game, so I'm just opting for 3 here. And our Stadium is going to be Dimension Valley, of which we are running 4. This can help in Stadium Wars, and it really helps our Mega Gallade get that ever-critical 2 energy attack versus 3 to make it happen quickly and easily, especially with our lighter energy count, as we are just running 9 Psychic Energies. That's all she wrote. So we definitely want to make sure that we make them count. Anyway, that is the deck. That is my Mega Gallade version 2.0. I think you'll find it runs a lot more smoothly, a lot better. So definitely give it a try. It is a great deck. Bats are great, and Mega Gallade just seems like a natural fit. So anyway, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, check me out on Twitter if you haven't already. Link is below, and I will see you next time.